Remember, don't text your films while you're driving. It's the law. God, I hope this isn't like my junior high guidance film that came into class kind of drunk and called me pussy in front of everyone for wanting to be a musician when I grew up. True story. It is the 50s, everything is nifty, everything is really cute and good and clean.
It's a big step, or rather a lot of different steps you take when you make the changeover from elementary school to junior high.
No, wait, I take it back. It is a big step.
So much is
Just
different here in this new school that many young people need help in getting off to a good start. In the next few minutes, we're going to turn a lens on this institution.
Oh, so this was
called
before
junior
figures
high
of speech.
to see
Okay.
which steps can help you get off to a good start. The first thing anyone notices on the first day at junior high is people. Lots and lots of people. Getting used to the fact that you are one among many, and what that will mean to you.
Now see, that's
is
a bad
part
idea.
of making
Cattle
a
can
good
walk
start.
upstairs, but
And
not
what
down.
does this much larger group mean to you? It means, happily, that you will have many more opportunities to make friends than you had in the elementary school.
down with my Uzi. Yay, we
It
like
also means
toast,
that you will be included in something big, a school with its own traditions, its own teams, its exciting long-time rivalries
we
with
also
other
like
schools
toast.
for
Toast
academic
is
as well
king!
as athletic superiority.
Yay, we outclap the other girls. Who
You'll probably
likes
have your own
toast? We
cheerleaders
like toast.
wearing
Slave
your
for
school
toast.
colors.
Yay, toast! Yay, woo!
And maybe you'll even wear those colors yourself as you share in the fun of singing your school song or urging on the team with your school
That was a butt.
cheers.
I definitely saw a butt.
But being a part
F.
of a much larger group also
F.
means that the competition will be
Oh, you got an
tougher.
F.
If you've been top
Good
in your
Lord,
class
children,
before,
can't you
it can
even
be a
read?
jolt to discover that there are other people
Should
who
read
are
the lewd
smarter,
comment Mrs.
or more
Jerkins wrote on my
attractive,
paper.
or more popular, or more skilled than
Come
you
on,
are.
Billy. Repress the rage.
And if you haven't been particularly outstanding before, it may
Ah,
be
my trickney.
discouraging to find
It's a
out
young Drew
how
Carey.
many more there are ahead of you now than
Oh,
there
well,
used to
that
be.
little drill broke down. Thanks, Tubby.
But remember,
Or am I the
you
me
are
who is
still
one,
you,
or am
with
I
the
the me
same
who
abilities
is
you
part
had
of a
before.
system? Right there, he copped a feel.
in
Who can
junior
resist
high,
that
there will
white
be
beater?
more
Seriously.
competition for everything.
Oh my
Athletics,
God, who wrote the
scholarships,
smut on the board?
friends,
Filthy,
and even for
filthy
class
language.
offices where only one can win. What you
I'm
have
getting
to
out of
do
here.
in
You
the
sick
face of
children
this increased
frighten me.
competition is hang on to your self-respect. In some areas, you may never be tops. In others, you may have to work hard to make a good showing. Nevertheless, you
A young
are
Adam
worthy of
Sandler
respect
and his bitter
from
rival
yourself
Sarah
as well as
Plainenthal.
others, and
Good
more
luck,
so
I
if
have
you
rimmed
face up to your
glasses.
limitations. Another thing you must do when the competition is increased is to become more responsible. It's up to you now to get your assignment straight and not depend on the person beside you.
To whom it may concern, the United States is a cesspool, and my rifle...
It's up to you to keep track of your gym clothes, your books, and your other possessions.
Remember, it's your job to collect eggs in the school chicken coop.
It's up to you to get to class on time, prepared for the test, or whatever else the teacher has said the period will be devoted
Yeah,
to.
probably getting all moody and bloated.
Since you have a
pick me,
different teacher for every
Mrs.
class,
Cotta!
It's up to you to look out more for yourself. Your teachers will not be able to spend as much time with each student as they did in elementary school.
Because public school is the bee's knees.
When the day is over, there won't be anyone who has been watching over you every hour to remind you that you'd better give some extra time and thought to a certain subject.
Not even Big Brother cares about you.
No, your schoolwork in general and your homework in particular become your responsibility. This is your chance to show that you are growing up and can accept responsibility.
Until you hit college and mooch off the old man as much as possible.
Going to junior high may also mean greater freedom than you've ever had before. School is often farther from your home than ever before.
Out of the way, the porn guy's
There's more
freezer
time
broke
for
down
you
and now
to
he's
be
going to
on
give
your
away all
own,
the porn before
and
it
more
melts. Out of the
chances to
way!
prove you're able to take care of yourself. Within certain limits, the greater freedom of junior high will allow you to choose some of the subjects you will want to study. But a word of caution here. The course and the electives you will choose can have far-reaching effects on your future studies. and even on what kind of work you'll do when you leave school.
The decisions you make in junior high will haunt you down right until an early grave.
You can get helpful advice from your school counselor, who is anxious to talk with both you and your parents about a choice of courses and
Mr. Bland,
any other
Mr.
problems you may
Whitebread,
have.
I'd like to talk to you today about toast.
And speaking of problems, they're bound to come up. Maybe you have to check out a certain book or magazine from the library, and you've never been taught or don't remember exactly how to go about finding it.
If you are basically
Don't feel
too
shy
stupid
about
for the act of
asking for
looking,
help.
we have
Ask
someone
the
for that.
librarian to show you how to use the library.
I'm supposed to use the magazine index, but I don't know where it is.
Well, Tommy, let me show you where it is.
And then I'll show you where you can put it.
Maybe you've been given your first big reading assignment, and you discover
Ugh, I
that
think
you
he's
read
about to
too
make a
slowly
pass
to
at
get all your
himself. Ugh.
outside reading done.
He brought her close
Tell the
to
reading
him,
specialist or
her
your teacher.
bosoms
You shouldn't
heaved.
be ashamed if you have a reading problem. You only hurt yourself if you let it go on when there's help available. Maybe your best friend of elementary school days has taken up with a new crowd and you feel left out and lonely.
Well, that's what happens when you
If
hang
this
out
is
with
a
Penny
problem
Marshall.
for you, take a
That
look at yourself
bitch!
to see why you're left out. Usually people group together because they have common interests. If they have a common interest in talking about popular singing stars, and that's not for you,
Hate popular
Be
singing
yourself.
styles and rightfully
Find
believe
out
that people
what
should listen
is
to a
best for
cappella
you.
all the
Broaden
time.
your
It's
interests.
a very
Develop a
unpopular
variety
singing
of
style.
interests, and you will gradually become a part of a new group of friends.
Just going out on a limb here, but has anyone checked Limpy over there for polio? Your elven
You'll
wizard
find
comes upon an
many
empty room.
opportunities to develop
I cast
new
magic
interests here
missile.
at junior high.
Why would
Maybe
you
on the
catch magic
school
missile?
paper
There's nothing to
staff.
fire at in here.
Or in the marching
Absolutely
band
worst
or
jazz
the
band
orchestra.
ever. Completely awful.
Or the photography club.
This is a picture of
These
white.
and
This is a
other
picture of wheat.
extracurricular
Oh, and there's some
activities are open to
sourdough.
people with
Your
common
pictures
interests.
of toast are coming
Among
along
people
nicely.
who like the same things you like, you can make new friends.
Discarding your old ones and never looking back. Remember, kids,
Friends
loyalty is
are
for
made,
communists.
remember.
Abandon
There's
your
no
old
such thing
friends
as
the
a
second
magnetic
something better
personality
comes
which
along.
attracts others without effort. But there are people who make the effort to introduce themselves.
I'm gonna
There are
kill
people who
you.
make the
You're
effort to
dead.
learn
I'll
other
stab you
people's
in the
names
eye.
and use them,
Eviscerate
so that
you.
even a quick greeting has a personal ring to it.
Hello, Carolyn. How are you? Hi, Nancy.
Nancy, you're dead. I'm going to enjoy killing you the most.
Hi, girl.
Your blood will paint these walls.
There are people who make the effort to go along with their friends in what they do, what they wear, and the way they talk.
They're called
And
Mormons.
these are the people who usually earn a reputation for having that magnetic personality, which is incorrectly thought to be an effortless
Dropping
thing.
your panties takes minutes in the 50s.
Of course, nothing smooths the way for a good start like knowing the rules and regulations which apply in this new school. Here's where your handbook comes in.
Remember, no one gets more friends
Study
than the guy
map
who reads the
or
middle school
directions
handbook
for
in the
getting to your
lunchroom.
classrooms. Read the school rules.
Read them backward, then forward, until you
Isn't
die.
it silly to get in trouble over an unexcused absence when the rules plainly tell what is expected of you?
This movie and I have a different sense of what is silly.
Why run the risk of being caught without a hall pass when the rules show you how to get permission to be in the hallways during classes?
And if you can't outrun the hall monitor, you deserve what you get. It's the hall monitor,
How
for
are you
Pete's
going
sake.
to know cafeteria rules, whether to bring your lunch or buy it, unless you've read the handbook, or listened to the teacher when she was telling you, or asked someone? The point is, make sure you know what the rules are.
How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Finding out the rules and following them is just common sense.
Following
So
the rules
setting
is
up
great.
goals for yourself.
Yay, I'm following the
At this
rules.
stage in your development, setting up goals means planning for your junior high years a well-balanced program of study, work, and play, no matter what job you do after high school. You will need to know how to work and get along with others.
How not to get distracted by this woman's
You will need to
nightmare-causing
believe in
glasses.
yourself and what you can do. You will need to be an intelligent citizen.
So move the hell out of L.A.
In
Hey, you're not the
selecting
kid I
subjects
hired
in
to
junior
paint me in the
high,
nude.
You should consider your talents, interests, and abilities. Those subjects which give you the most satisfaction may prove to be a lifelong hobby.
Is he painting small intestines?
Or more important, they may become the basis of a vocation. In any case, making the most of an opportunity you have now will serve you well. Make the most of junior high. This is a goal for you.
Goal!
Make the most of your chances to work with others in a group.
This is how
Make
I'm
the
gonna
most
get a
of your
boy.
opportunities
This is
to
how
acquire
I'm gonna get a
information
boy.
and
I'm gonna get a
self-discipline through
boy
study and
by
homework.
reading.
Make the most of
Are
your
we
chances
not
to have a good time with all
entertained?
kinds of
No, we're not.
And by
Now, who
all
here
means,
has a venereal
make
disease?
the most of that source of information and sympathetic understanding, the teacher. Teachers like you, or they wouldn't be teaching.
That gin in her coffee?
They will
That
help
means
and
she likes
encourage you if you give them a chance, and if you show them that you are willing to try.
Why would you write such terrible, violent things?
In focusing on this institution called junior high, we have called attention to only one area which is spelled out in your handbook, the rules and regulations. Learning them is one step in getting off to a good start.
And making more friends than... Actually, you're pretty much gonna be
Another
hated.
step is to prepare yourself for increased competition, both by learning to live with the idea that others can be better than you are in some things,
And they generally are.
and by making yourself as good as you can possibly be.
Maybe
You
get
can
out
do
of
this by
frame if you've got a
becoming more
face that
responsible
oily.
and realistic about yourself. Learn to see your own weaknesses and do what you can to correct them. Another big step in getting off to a good start is making as many friends as possible.
Life
And
is a
that means
popularity
making friends
contest that
with
only
your
women who
classmates.
put out will win.
And making friends with your teachers and the other adults at school, thinking of them as people with families and interests and problems, just like you.
I'm not gonna ask again who took my whiskey.
However, the most important idea of all is
La-dee-da,
to set for
gonna
yourself
marry
the
a
goal of
doctor.
making the most of every
La-dee-da,
opportunity to
have a
work,
big wedding
to
in a
study, to
church.
have fun.
La.
Do just a little bit more than you think you can, and you will be off to a good start.
Centron asks you to not pay 1 cent to watch Tron. Thank you.